What's going on, you savages? Welcome back to the channel, and it feels good today because I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing back hidden feature for this year's game. I started this series last year, and chances are that if you are a subscriber to this channel, then you've probably seen the series before. It is probably my favorite one simply because it is a community effort. What we do in this series is we cover features that are hidden in WWE 2K18 or features that are very rare or specific to find. Of course, some of them you will know them, but keep in mind that in these episodes I'm gonna be covering multiple hidden features, so chances are that at least you won't know one of them, and that is what I'm here for, to show it to you guys so you could be fully informed and knowledgeable on the game. But as always, if you know a feature that I should cover in upcoming episodes, leave it down in the comments below, whether it is a specific animation, specific entrance, or any feature that is hidden or rare that you guys think other might not know about. Nonetheless, without further ado, let's get right to it. As soon as you guys elbow drop that like button, this is the first episode, so we're gonna go big and we're gonna go for 2,000 likes, and as soon as we hit that, I will more than likely drop a second episode right away, so make sure to elbow drop that like button. Nonetheless, let's get right to it. So at number 5, we got one that we cover every year, and it is in regards to editing a superstar, specifically the face paint removal. So this year there are some superstars that you are able to remove their face paint. When you go into the creations and edit the superstar face paint, you're able to bring down the opacity all the way down to 0, making it transparent. So right now I'm using Victor of the Ascension, and you guys can see that ultimately I end up removing his full face paint. I do want to point out though that although it works for the Ascension, this does not work for a guy like Goldust and also Sting. I'm assuming that for anybody who has a full face paint, you know, that cover the whole face, I'm assuming that for those you're not able to take them off. Last year though, there was a glitch where we were able to take off Sting, but obviously that is not the case this year. I am interested to see though if the Ascension is actually one of those glitches and we're not supposed to be doing that. I guess we'll find out as soon as they start rolling out with patches. And number 4, we got a small detail in regards to the menu, which I feel like a lot of people are not noticing just because they're not really paying attention to it. But as you guys can see, the theme of the menu is usually big feuds that have been happening or that happen leading into like WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble and so on. So that's why you see guys like Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton, or TJP and Neville, Shane McMahon, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins and so on. So big feuds that happened this year. But I also want to point out the fact that the theme also represents whichever brand these superstars belong to. So for example, it will be kind of bluish if it is Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton because they belong to the SmackDown brand. It goes with the purple theme if it is TJP versus Neville because they belong to the CW 205 live show, which again, purple represent the color that the show uses. Same goes for Raw and so on. So I just wanted to explain that to you guys just because it's a small detail and I certainly like small details. And number 3, this one actually might disappoint a couple of people. So I tested a couple of guys that come out with weapons, or I should say with objects that could be used as weapons. So yes, we could use the championship, but unfortunately this year looks like we cannot use Kurt Hawkins' cane that he comes out with, if that is a cane. And the most unfortunate one, which a lot of you guys been asking me for, unfortunately you cannot use Gentleman Jack Gallagher umbrella. Yes, I know, I am just as heartbroken as you are, but of course keep in mind that you could still use a baseball bat. If you're playing something like an Extreme Rules match, you're still able to break out and attack your opponent with either a candlestick, a steel chair, a baseball bat and so on.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Venice Beach, California.
I don't think she's going to keep us wondering for long.
At 259 pounds, the man called.
Oh, the referee needs to get control of this. Yeah, that didn't take long.
Nonetheless, I'm moving on to number 2, and we actually got a pretty easy one, and this one is a Bobby Roode special entrance from TakeOver Brooklyn 2. It speaks for itself. All you have to do is go into create an entrance and select the entrance Bobby Roode 2, and it will give you this special entrance. This is a similar case to what we had last year but with Finn Balor, as he had a special TakeOver entrance. And last but not least, one of the first things that you guys should do when you open up WWE 2K18, or I should say when you start up WWE 2K18, that is, you should definitely create some teams. Some of the easy teams to create are the Shield and also the Bullet Club. For the club is actually the easiest one because once you pick the team announce name, the game recognizes what you're trying to do. So when you go to, for example, to edit the entrance, everything that is related to the club will be there. The only thing you might have to worry about is rearranging the order of the superstars, you know, so that AJ could be in the middle and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson could be on his side. Same goes for the Shield, but the only thing that the Shield has in this game is actually the entrance because they don't have the theme song, although it is very similar to Roman Reigns. So that's all you need to do, just put everything else Roman Reigns. On the bright side, the triple power bomb is there so you could edit it to the team and everything else. So those are two teams that you're able to make right away. Nonetheless, you savages, that is what I got for you guys for this first episode of WWE 2K18 Hidden Features. It feels good to say that, and it feels good to start this series once again. Like I said before, if you know any rare features that you want me to cover in upcoming episodes, explain it down in the comments below so that I could figure out how to do them, how to get them, and so that I could cover it for you guys in a future episode. 2,000 likes and I'll get to work on the next one like I said, so let's try to do it. This is the first episode, so show me some love. So for much more, turn on those notifications and subscribe if you haven't yet, because we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Macho T, dig it.